Hello, this is Cobalt Brony, and I'm here to do a let's play of this game, Universe Sandbox. Now, I saw this well, first of all, I saw this on my friend's computer. He had just bought it, and he showed me, this was on sale for Steam as of now, yesterday. It was on sale for $2.50. It's now $5 on sale. Its normal price is $10 on Steam, and it doesn't really fall under the category of a game per se. This is a universe simulator. It gives you it's got different simulations. You can do models of different planets. You can do like models of the galaxies. You can do models, and you can mess with physics, like you can change gravity and black holes. I haven't figured out the entire set of things it has yet, but I will show the tutorial to show you the basics of how to use this. So to go to the tutorial, I have to go click on fun things to do, and then I go to introduction. This is what we'll play when you first do. So welcome to Universe Sandbox. Click the highlighted arrow to continue. This is our solar system. The simulation features the largest 32 non-moons. Click the arrow. You can zoom out. Roll the mouse wheel up to zoom in. Roll the mouse wheel up to zoom in. You can also rotate your view. So you can click and drag the mouse to rotate your view. Since it's space, there's no really any up and down, but here. Now let's check out Saturn. Click the arrow. Now, this is Saturn and it's 60 moons. So they show you all of the moons of Saturn here. Like you can see all of its moons out here if you zoom all the way out here. Yeah. Now if you want to click on any particular moon, like say I want to look at Titan, that's the biggest one. Let's look at Titan. Now I click on it again. Now the view will all be centered around Titan. So if I zoom in really far, I can see the planet. I can see the moon itself. It's the largest of Saturn's moons. It's larger than our moon. It's actually 1.83 times the mass of our moon. Now this little dialogue here will actually, later they'll get to this, but you can actually edit the properties of it. So I could change its mass, its diameter, its density, its velocity that it's orbiting at, You can also, I'm not sure exactly what these do. Haven't really checked this out, but these are different aspects of orbits you have here. Now let's see all of the tools and controls. Okay. These controls over here let you control the universe. So it'll let you control all your different controls here. Right. Let's try out chart mode. Now, what chart mode does is it takes all of the bodies in the current simulation, and it lines them up in different ways. So right now it's listing them all in order of size. You can see here's Saturn and here's Titan. Now look at this. Titan's huge compared to like the smallest one. The next biggest one would be Rhea, which actually seems, yeah. And you got all the different moons of Saturn, different sizes, and they're all lined up by mass. Now you can click these buttons too to see different, to sort them by differently. This is by mass, so not necessarily size. This is the amount of, but you can do diameter, so that would be size. It would be the diameter of the moon. You can do density. So like Saturn would actually be really low on there because it's made of gas. So the rocky moons would be more dense than Saturn would be. You go to velocity. These are velocity it's traveling at. Since all of the moons are orbiting along with Saturn, Saturn goes on the small end of this scale, because Saturn is just going its orbit around the sun. These are going, and you get their acceleration. Since they're orbiting Saturn, in addition to orbiting the sun, they have more centripetal acceleration, temperature, all these different things. Name even. Random is just scatters them randomly. Original, that's the original pattern. And then you can go back to live view and see the original. Here's what centered back on Titan. What would happen to Saturn's rings if Neptune was too close? Let's find out. This is a different simulation, but let's change the color mode to better see the different speeds. So you can change the color mode here. You can color it by velocity. You can color it by acceleration. You can color it by mass. If Neptune was too close to Saturn, this is what would happen to the moons, apparently. The rings of Saturn. Let's go. Screwing up the moons of Saturn. These are the nearest 300 stars, so the sun is right in the center. Again, if I want to center it on like Alpha Centauri A, I'll just double click Alpha Centauri A. It's, sun, Wolf 359. Here we go. And so I can view, these are the 300 closest stars. You can zoom in. What they haven't explained yet. No, I'll get to that in a second. This is the nearby galaxies, and now it will tell me this is basically the end of the tutorial, I believe. But yeah, fun things to do. This is the end of the tutorial, but fun things to do is basically the menu that will show you all the different tutorials and all the different models and simulations this game has built in. Now, I believe there's a way to create your own simulations. You can edit current simulations and save them. You can add different objects. Like if you click on this button right here, you know, I'm probably going to go with a smaller simulation because most of the stuff you can create is planet-sized, and the galaxies are really just collections. So I'll go to like, let's go to like Earth and the Moon. Here's Earth, there's the Moon out there. Now if I wanted to create, you know, maybe I'll give Earth a second moon or something. I'll create, let's see, let's just do a moon the size of Earth's moon. Let me find, these are planets. I go to moons, Earth's moon. Okay, now I can create a second moon. Now it'll give me my different variables that it's factoring in here. You know, I can change the angle of the moon's orbit by the control key. So now I can get, hold on. Now I've got another moon orbiting the Earth, identical to our moon. It's just got a different angle. And it's much closer orbiting. So I can also do some really wacky things on these, like I can do the monolith from Space Odyssey, which actually I have some appropriate music for that. Hold on a second. Just so I can. There we go. Now this may not seem like very interesting, but for now it doesn't seem interesting. But when I start messing with physics, that's when it gets interesting. Even before you mess with physics, you can go to here. This will show two galaxies here about to collide into each other. If I want, I can change the speed of time at which it passes in the simulation. So every second in here is the equivalent of 50,000 real years. So every second that passes here is another 50,000 years that passes in the simulation. So these two galaxies, you know, are slowly on a collision course, and actually decreasing the time step, so smaller increments of time, makes the simulation more accurate. Now there's more things I can do to increase accuracy. I can click the accurate math, which is RK4 math, which is more accurate than the Euler math, but it's also slower to compute. I get my frames are much slower when I do this, so, but it does make it more accurate. So I'll just do this for the smooth frame rate, but so yeah, two galaxies colliding here. It's pretty epic. Like, I'm like in awe here. Now if I wanted to, what I could do here is I could speed up time and make it happen much faster. I'll do it 1 billion or 1 billion years. Oh wait. All right. Let's just go whoopsie. 1 billion years. Whoa. Yeah, the galaxies have pretty much destroyed themselves by now. It's like I sped that up a little too fast, but what's even cooler is you can, like, this game makes you feel like almighty, like you are the almighty master of the cosmos when you play this thing. It's just so much fun. At least I find this insanely fun, just to mess with things, because like the amount of power that you get, the feel of power you get from playing this is like just off the charts, because like you're controlling the known universe, or as this is the entire solar system. Okay, we can't even control anything about any of the bodies in here, and this game gives you the ability to just control the entire. Watch, you see the Earth here. Now watch what happens if I increase the mass of the Earth. I'm going to increase the mass of the Earth. It's at 1 Earth right now. I'm going to increase the mass of the Earth to make it have as much mass as Jupiter, which is going to give it the gravitational pull of Jupiter. Now let's see what happens. I'm going to need to be in edit mode for this, but let's go to 1 Jupiter, and we press play. Okay, the effect is a little too this now, but let's speed up time a bit. Let's set it to 50 days at a time. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Okay, I think I stopped time entirely. Let's go. Alright. So you can see by now that this has thrown off the orbit of all of the inner planets. Let's see. Saturn seems to be unaffected. Jupiter, no, Jupiter is still okay, but all these inner planets here have been screwed over by this. Now, if I restart the simulation, and I set, now instead of changing the gravity of Earth, or the mass of Earth, to the Jupiter, let's change it to the Sun. Now this effect's going to be huge, and it's going to be pretty instantly noticeable. This is what would happen if the gravity of Earth was the same as the Sun's. It's just the mass. It's just look at this. This is the entire solar system has now been thrown off balance, and the consequences will never be the same. It's just like just nerd overload here. I'm serious. Okay.